What's up, everybody? Welcome back to TCO Thrift Finds. We're here on a very dark and dreary day. You can see the rain there. But that didn't stop me from getting out to see if I could find something cool in one of these spots over here to your left. This is a resale shop in my town. It's a pretty good one. It's got a lot of furniture, but it's got a really big space inside. You can see here a lot of different stuff, a lot of stuff to look at. So let's take a look. Here was a rack of comic books and other things. I'm not into comic books that much, but I know some of y'all like to see it. There's an NSYNC book here. We had Tack and the Power of Juju. I remember this being advertised like a whole bunch back in the day when I was watching Nickelodeon. I saw this here. This is a vintage electric hairbrush. It's got some cool art there on the front, and inside you can see it's all still here. The brush, and you can see it's got some of the original papers with it there. Pretty cool thing. They also had a Bush Light. Get it? Bush Light. Somebody's grandparents over here. Some VHS tapes over here, including one of my favorite comedies ever, Dumb and Dumber. Over here, I found a big box of cassette tapes, and you'll know how much I love to dig around in some of these. And I found some cool stuff here. Some self-recorded tapes. Some Sonys with not much written on them. Over here, this tape had seen its better days. Does it say something? Somebody's family something from 99, but as you can see, pretty squished or warped or something like that. There's another self-recorded tape. These are always exciting. I love to see what's on them. Over here, some pretty interesting 8-tracks here under a Walmart brand pair of pantyhose, I think. Here is one called Progressive Country. I got some pretty cool artists on there. Charlie Daniels Band, New Riders of the Purple Sage, Panama Red, Michael Martin Murphey, Willie, Billy Swan. Yeah, kind of a cool who's who of exactly what they said, Progressive Country. Also, Music Country. I get country music was already taken as an album cover. Pretty cool blue tape here, Red Steagall, Lone Star Beer, and Bob Wills Music. All these tapes look to be in pretty good condition, but I don't have any real need for them right now. So here's an RCA blank tape, a Kids Classic tape that I'm sure said what was on it on the outer covering, but there's no writing on there now. And lastly, one labeled the Lone Ranger, but also labeled the Flying Seabees on the other side. So we'll take a look at all of these on Mystery Media at some point and find out what's on here. There were some 78s over here. Always take a look at them to see if there's something that catches my eye, although I'm not a big collector. So I was looking around, and then I came upon this box, and what's in here made me really happy. So this is like a treasure trove for me. Gotta get this bathroom towel holder thing out of the box. There's also some floppy drives over there. But yeah. There's a lot of different tapes here. These purple Sonys are kind of interesting. But yeah, gonna have a lot of fun seeing what's on them for Mystery Media. Yeah, close this box up, and I got the whole thing for $2. But it's not over yet. Moving on to a place called The Mission near me. And they have a pretty decent selection of stuff. Here, where that weird toy thing was where the Blu-rays used to be. Apparently somebody came through and bought like all 40 of them one day, so... Okay, is it just me, or is this one of the most impressively satisfying, organized walls of VHS tapes ever? A copy of Heavyweights here that probably would not be made today, but it's actually a pretty good movie. Yeah, tons of different stuff here. This is kind of a funny tape. The boy bands are following me. I saw the NSYNC book earlier. And this is a Backstreet Boys concert tape for the fans. Opened the tape up because I was curious. It felt extremely light, and as you can see, there's hardly any tape on there. This also might be some nostalgia for some people. It is The Adventures of Mary-Kate and Ashley. I've seen a few of these around, but I've never watched them myself. Under here was a pretty good collection of Disney on VHS. Even some more obscure titles like the Richie Rich, Man of the House, Angels in the Outfield, Princess Bride there, that's pretty cool. Herbie. Max Keeble's Big Move. Someone's a pretty big collection of tapes there. But they have, kitchen stuff, glassware, typical stuff here in these stores. but they also have some CRTs over here, and I swear they're showing the same movie every time I come in here. Needs no explanation. This is like the third time I've come in here, and it's always Home Alone, and it's not even Christmas. But no complaints from me. They have a pretty good selection of books here. I haven't taken the time to look through all of them, but I skim through each time I'm here. I saw this, All-American Karaoke. Yeah, so, this, I guess maybe James Corden read this or something. I mean, this has to be the beginning of carpool karaoke. Who would have thought that the bane of American culture would begin right here? No, that's a little harsh. But, yeah, I guess the idea was you'd put the CD in your car, then you'd have the lyrics to go along with it with little activities or something. Interesting idea, I guess, but I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. You can gather around the campfire and sing your campfire song. CAMPFIRE, song. So yeah, definitely something of a bygone era with books and CDs in your car, right? It's something else of a bygone era, these 8-track tapes, man. I saw this. This caught my eye immediately. It's a Kitty Wells 8-track, but it's crossed out and replaced with 1976 Kids and Me. So this has to be somebody's, self-recorded thing on this 8-track. You can scribble over her face there on the back. You can see it is, again, Kids and Me, 1976. So this is awesome. I'm definitely going to have to take a listen to this. They have several records here, but it seems to always be the same stuff. So I didn't take the time to look this time. Over here, some toys and games. And what is this? Big Box PC games. This is Jedi Knight Dark Forces 2 and TIE Fighter. Okay, this is pretty cool. I'm not big into PC gaming or even retro gaming, but finding these big boxes are just cool. Oh, True Lies. Arnold. Yeah, so you like that impression? So yeah, True Lies, that's pretty cool to have. You can't get it on Blu-ray basically because James Cameron is making, 42 Avatar sequels apparently. So he has no time to remaster this and put it on Blu-ray. Alright, so this is also pretty exciting. I found this in a local antique store. It's labeled clearly their movie reels. I almost missed it because it's in a penicillin box. Yeah, you can see there on the end, sodium penicillin G. But these are film reels. There's about 9 of them here, 8mm, 3-inch film reels. I have no past experience with film at all, but it's extremely interesting to me. And as y'all know, with the rest of my Mr. Media stuff, I immediately want to know what's on these. As of now, I have no equipment to do that, but sometime soon, I'm going to work to find out and display and archive what's on these, and we can find out maybe even who Captain Verheyden is. And that is the haul for the second episode of TCO Thrift Finds. 2 big box PC games, that's the CD-ROM Windows 98 version, going to be for just display. True Lies DVD, waiting on the Blu-ray, and this copy of Astounding. It's a paperback combo of sci-fi short stories. You'll notice the cover was used in a Queen album. It just looked really cool and pulpy, the art, so I picked it up at a garage sale, but I didn't get any footage of it, so that's where it came from. And besides my main collection, of course, I got a huge haul for Mystery Media. I've got 4 VHS tapes, 1 8-track that was interesting, a box of movie reels that'll start a whole new journey, and a awesome box full of self-recorded cassettes that I can't wait to dive into. So be on the lookout for all this stuff in a Mystery Media episode. All right, thank y'all for watching, and happy collecting.